Hey, what's going on everyone? This is the OPJellicent and I'm here today for a new series that we're going to be starting up on the channel, a Pokemon team building series. Basically the idea is I'm going to build a team in front of you guys and then we're going to hop on the ladder and try out a few matches and hopefully it works out the way that we intended it to. So if you guys are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you want to follow the series, but let's go ahead and get started right away. So we're building around Mega Charizard X today, which is a really great mon, has a really nice well-rounded stats. Good offenses, good defenses. Base 85 SPDF is not the greatest, but we don't have to worry about that. Since we are running an offensive set today, there's two really big sets that you want to run. The Dragon Dance set with either 2 attacks and Roost or 3 attacks, and then there's the Belly Drum Flame Charge set, which is really sweet because you can Belly Drum up and then Flame Charge to get your speed boost. But then today we're just going to be running the standard Dragon Dance set with the 3 attacks, so Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Flare Blitz. And obviously, we want to run a pretty standard EV spread as well, so max attack, max speed, Jolly. And then you don't want to invest it into HP since you want an odd HP stat, so you're going to invest it into SPDF just to kind of help out that SPDF stat. It doesn't really help out a lot, but when you look at Charizard X, the two main mons that it struggles with in the OU tier are landorus-t and Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini obviously sets up that Misty Terrain to weaken your Dragon Claw, and landorus-t can just wall you if it's defensive and range kill you with Earthquake. So we're going to help out with that by adding in a Bloom Doom Kartana. So we're going to grab a Kartana right here and add the Gracium Z to it just to help out against those two mons. It can also obviously blow back Tapu Fini, and it even gets access to Defog to help out against our Stealth Rock's weakness on Zard over there. So Gracium Z with the Leaf Blade is really nice, and then we're going to go with Smart Strike for Magearna. And then finally we're going to round it off with Swords Dance, just so we can Swords Dance up against that Landorus, and then Oko with the +1 Gracium Z. So really nice attack stat as you guys can see, and I think it can complement Zard really well. So we're going to go run a Jolly Nature on this mon, and then this mon is not weak to Stealth Rock, so we're just going to put that 4 into HP since the odd HP stat doesn't really matter. And from here, we have a pretty nice fire-water core, fire-grass core going on right here. And we want to complete the fire-water grass core with Ash Greninja. Now, Ash Greninja can also help out against Gengar and Blacephalon. We don't really have a Ghost Resist yet. Greninja doesn't really want to take Ghost hits either, but it can blow back those frail Ghost-type mons with priority Water Shuriken. So we're going to go with the standard spec set, and then we're going to go with the Water Shuriken Surf, because we don't want to miss Hydro Pump, and then Dark Pulse and Ice Beam. If you really want to, you can run Spikes over Ice Beam, but I just prefer Ice Beam for the coverage. So just another standard spread right here, offensive mon. And from here, we have our Fire, Water, Grass core complete. So from here, there's a few directions you can go. You can go with the bulky offensive variant, or you can go with the offensive one. I'm going to go the hyper offensive one. I'm going to go with the hyper offensive one and add a Volt Turn core of Tapu Koko and landorus-t. So landorus-t is going to be a bulky mon. We obviously need rocks on this team, so the rocks can really help Zard sweep, so we're going to add that. We're going to add Defog on this thing too, and then we're going to go with U-Turn and Earthquake. So this is great because we're actually going to go with the Leftovers defensive set. We're going to go with a lot of defense. I believe the standard runs 240, and then we're going to go with 16 in speed. So this can really help out Zard X sweep late game with the rocks, and it stops some other problems such as Mega Pinsir opposing Zard X, which is a pretty big threat up to this point. So hopefully that can work out. And then we have Tapu Koko right here with the magnet just for the pivot, and we're going to go with the Volt Switch. And then we are going to add Thunderbolt. We're not going to go U-Turn since we already have U-Turn on this to complete the Volt Turn core. So Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice just to hit landorus-t and Zygarde. And then Dazzling Gleam can obviously be a very nice mid-ground play. So we're going to add that. Go with Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Timid. And our Volt Turn core is now complete. So we only have space for one more Pokemon. And there's a few options. You can go with Sticky Webs. And I'm actually going to go with Aurora Veil. So we're going to add Ninetales right here with the Light Clay, obviously to lengthen our Aurora Veil, so Aurora Veil obviously, and then we're going to go with Freeze Dry just to hit bulky water such as Toxapex, Hypnosis just in case we want to put some mons to sleep early game, and then we're going to go with Hail. So say somebody leads T-Tar and sets up the Sand, we can put that thing to sleep with Hypnosis and then set up the Hail and the Aurora Veil after. So that's kind of the idea there. Standard spread, just max, and once again, we don't want to put this 4 in HP because we are weak to Stealth Rock, so we're going to put that 4 in SPDF right now. And that is going to be the team. So the team will be down below in the description, and let's go ahead and hop on the ladder and find some games. Alright, we're going to be getting our first match right here. Hopefully it's a match that Charizard X can do some work in, and yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe we'll see a Tapu Fini or Cortana. We actually see a Rain team, which is great for our Greninja, but unfortunately I don't know how well Charizard X is going to do in this matchup. It can still sweep, but we also have to be wary of the Tapu Koko and the Hawlucha combos, so let's go ahead and lead off here with our Ninetales. As he decides to lead off with our Koko, this could very well be Taunt Koko, but I don't really mind. I'm just going to go right for the Auroraville first, as he's probably just going to OHKO me with the Gigavolt Tagback right here. That's totally fine, I don't even mind that at all, because this gives me the free switch in into my Landorus. And I can throw out my rocks right here if I really want to, or I can just U-turn out, as he actually U-turns first, so he finds out that we are not Choice Scarf, that's fine. And we're going to U-turn out here. He'll probably go either Ferrothorn or Pelipper, if I had to guess. But if he brings out Pelipper, then we can try to set up with Zard. Or we can go Kartana, and I definitely think Kartana is the better play. Or just Koko right here. Koko invites in the Swampert though, so that's not ideal. I'm going to bring in my Kartana, and I'm just going to go right for the Swords Dance, I believe. Swords Dance is fine. I don't want to... He's going to go Ferrothorn, which is totally alright. And I don't really know what this thing wants to do to me. I'm just going to SD up again. I'm definitely just going to SD up again. This is totally fine. Actually, I'm going to SD up one more time, and then I'm going to... You could expect the Sacred Sword, that's the problem right here, and we just have to get the call right. I'm going to SD. As he goes Koko, so I was unfortunately about to go for my attack right there, but it looks like we're going to be forced out right here, which sucks. I'm going to go Landorus. Hopefully he doesn't U-turn, hopefully he goes for the Thunderbolt or Wild Charge. We would have lived that actually, so that's interesting. Not sure if he has the HP Ice, but I'm just going to go for the U-turn again. As he U-turns out, so that's fine. And we'll see what exactly he wants to do right here. That's interesting. Physical Koko. I knew it was U-turn, but usually U-turns are on special sets too, so you couldn't really tell. As he decides to go Kingdra, as the rain is ending, I believe, so that's an interesting choice. I didn't keep track of rain turns, but it says 1 or 4 turns, so unless he's Damp Rock. I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to go Greninja on the Damp Rock, and then he's going to Draco me, and then I'm going to use it as an opportunity to set up with Zard. Well, he could be Life Orb. That's fine though. I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, just in case. He does go for the Draco. So now he's at -2, and maybe we can try to get set up with Zard right here. I don't know if it's the safest opportunity, since I don't know whether he's Choice in or not. We can also just go Kartana. This is where Scarf Kartana would be so much better, but we're going to go Zard, and we're going to try to set up. So we're going to go right for the... We're going to Mega Evolve and go right for the Dragon Dance. And I think we have to get up to +3. He actually goes out into his Swampert, so once again he's going to force me out. Rain is not the best matchup for this team at all. This is actually the one matchup that we struggle with. Against anything else, we might be fine, but I think it's still winnable. We're going to sack off our Landorus right here just to get off the Intimidate. As he goes for the Earthquake, which is perfect, because he's probably going to go back out to Pelipper right now, if I had to guess. I'm going to go for the U-turn. He actually goes right for the Ice Punch. So is this alright? Am I alright with this? I'm going to go Kartana. We are going to Swords Dance, I think? Or do I just want to go for the Leaf Blade? We're going to Swords Dance. I think it goes hard Koko, but I know this is physical. If he throws out the special move now, that would be kind of insane, but I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade. Goes for the Hidden Power, and we're going to be able to live that. And the point is right here that we are not Hawlucha setup fodder, so he's forced to attack us right here, which is the important part, and I'm going to go right for the Smart Strike. As we actually live that, and we get the Acrobatics off, which is great, because we're going to knock out the Hawlucha too. So Kartana putting in some work. The problem is, this kind of just wins if I knock it out. I have to Leaf Blade, I think. I'm going to Bloom Doom just in case he doubles out into Ferrothorn. But we're going to knock that thing out, and differential's ahead, but I think he just goes Kingdra right here and kind of wins by clicking Hydro Pump a few times. So yeah, Leaf Blade's the play. He has Scald, actually. We might live that with something. I don't know. I think Zard might live it. So we're going to go Zard right here, and we're going to... We definitely don't take 2, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. As he actually doubles out into the Swampert, which is totally fine. We're going to do a lot to that with Dragon Claw. And we can follow it up with another one, or I can just go Landorus right here. I'm going to make the Landorus play. on the waterfall, and now what I'm going to do is go back out into Zard, and we're going to throw out this next Dragon Quick Claw, as we do live that, and we might be good to go right here because, well, actually, Damp Rock. I forgot about the Damp Rock. That's just gonna seal up the match right here because we can't win. I guess I'll Dragon Claw just in case. I'm not sure what his play is gonna be. We might live this with Coco. Either way, this is a pretty good battle, and I'm gonna go right for the Thunderbolt right here. He did knock us out, so that is unfortunate. Rain was the one matchup that we struggled with, and I think you guys saw that right there. But let's go ahead and find another battle right now. And hopefully we don't find Rain, and we can get a decent match in, and that would be cool. Hopefully we find like something with Landorus, something with Finny, just so Kartana can take those down. We do find Landorus and Finny. Wow. This is, hopefully Kartana can do some work here. I do want Rocks up just for the Magnezone and the Dragonite, so that's definitely a priority. I'm not sure what his lead would be, but Rocks up is really important, so I'm going to do that. We're really weak to Shift Gear Magirno, that's something I have to keep in mind. But I'm going to go for the Rocks as he decides to go straight into Dragonite, which is fine. I'm just going to U-turn out right here. Not sure if he would Dragon Dance up right away, as that is appears to be what he opted to do. This is probably a Supersonic Sky Strike if I had to guess. We broke the multi-scale, which is what really matters, and I think right here I'm going to go Ninetales, and then I'm going to force him to attack me with the Supersonic Sky Strike. So Freeze Dry is our play. He does go for the Z move. It is the Supersonic Sky Strike, and that's going to knock me out, but that's not the important part. The important part is that we wasted his Z move right there. So now we can go out into Kartana right here. And I know we live a +1 fly, so I'm just going to go right for the Smart Strike, as we'll be able to live that easily, and we'll go for the Smart Strike right here, do some damage, and unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to go Landorus right here, get that Intimidate off. He actually goes right for the Fly, which is fine, because he'll outspeed me, and then I'll just go right for the U-turn. He actually gets a crit, which sucks, but we U-turn out right there, and now we just go Greninja. And finally get rid of the biggest threat to our team, which is the important part. So I'm going to go for Water Shuriken. He shouldn't switch out because he does to Rocks, but apparently he wants to. And this is actually where Kartana can do some work, but I don't want to go out straight into it. I think Coco or Landorus is the better play. I have to get rid of this somehow, and I think he knows that, so I'm going to go Coco on probably a Surf or a Defog. On the Defog, which is totally fine. And now this gives me a free Volt Switch or a Dazzling Gleam. He actually goes Magirno, which is interesting. I'm going to Volt Switch out. And this could go bad if he's Shift Gear. He's Assault Vest, that's good. Alright, so he probably went for the Thunderbolt. Do I need Landorus? Not really. I'm going to go Landorus right now. On the Flare Cannon, so that's going to give him -2. And this actually allows Zard to set up. The only problem is that Finny is still really healthy. We're going to Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance. As I said before, Landorus is a great response to this. I'm just going to Flare Blitz for damage. Not sure what set he is, but we do a good amount. That puts him in range of Kartana, as he just Earthquakes and knocks me out. So Kartana's the win con now. I just don't know what to set up on. Greninja can come out here, actually, or Landorus. Not sure if he's Scarf or not, but I'm going to go Greninja, and I'm just going to Surf. I can actually double out here if I really wanted, or just Water Shuriken. I don't know, I think I have to get this play right to win. I'm going to double out as we catch the Tapu Fini, and now I'm going to SD up on the Landorus, and now we find out if he's Scarf or not. I go for the Leaf Blade. He's not Scarf, and we got our Attack Beast boost. Now it's going to come down to, I think you die to Bloom Doom. He's actually Scarf, so that sucks. What do I do now? I'm going to go Coco, I think. I know he's Scarf, so I know he's locked in. And I'm actually just going to throw off a Thunderbolt right here. It'll do a good amount to this, at the least. And now I'm just going to Thunderbolt again and take this Flare Cannon. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to pull out this one either. We actually live it, so there might be hope. Probably not. I'm just going to Thunderbolt one more time. So we got rid of the Magirna too, which is great, but now he gets to go out into Magnezone. and probably click Thunderbolt. He actually goes out into Pinsir. This is interesting because I'm gonna have to lock myself into Surf. He's gonna Quick Attack. I think I have to. No, I just have to Thunderbolt right here. Goes for the Quick Attack, and now the question is, what do I lock myself into? I think that move is Dark Pulse, just to hope I flinch him everything to death. Because Surf can't break through the Finny and Ice Beam can't freeze anything, so under the terrain. So I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse. Maybe we'll get a flinch. We did get a flinch, so we're at least going to beat the Pinsir right here. Goes for the Quick Attack and does a lot. I don't know if we live in Extreme Speed at this range, but I think we're just going to lose to the Finny anyway, unless we get some ridiculous flinches, which I wouldn't hope for anyway. So we'll Dark Pulse right here. If these 4 bars appear, which they appeared they did, he's going to Moonblast and knock us out. So unfortunately, the plan did not work out there. I let Kartana get weakened early, and unfortunately it looks like we're going to take a loss there, but let's go ahead and find another one, and maybe it'll turn out better this time. This is cool because what I can actually do is lead Kartana, and then kind of... well, Weavile is a big problem. Kartana can win if it wasn't for Celesteela, so I think I have to get rid of that as early as possible. You know what else can win? Zard. Zard actually wins pretty easily, but I need rocks up, so I'm going to prioritize that. I know he's not going to let me get them, but like it's alright. I'm just going to go for U-turn. It's kind of a 50-50 because he can Will-O-Wisp me, but then I can get up a rocks, or I'm just going to U-turn. I could have clicked rocks right there, but we got the play wrong. It is what it is. And now we'll go... I could go Kartana right here, but I know we don't break through Celesteela, so what's the point? Coco's just a much better play. And he's going to go Ferrothorn right here, so I'm just going to Volt Switch. He actually opts to stay in, so that's interesting. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice now on the Landorus switch, which was a pretty aggro play by him. I would not have done that, because we get a ton of damage off on that thing. We usually it's defensive. We could tell based on the damage too, but I'm going to go my own Landorus now. And he's going to actually Protect, which is weird. I guess it's Protect just to get Leftovers recovery back, but I U-turn right here every time, just to make sure that Sableye does not... I mean, he wants to make sure that I don't get rocks up, but... we did get damage off on the Landorus, which means I might be able to go Zard now, and hopefully finally sweep with it. So we're going to Mega Evolve right here, and go for the Dragon Dance on the Toxapex. And right here he probably has Haze. I'm just going to Earthquake. It actually just... we got a crit and just knock him out, which is big. Right here I just go for the Flare Blitz. We're going to click it anyway, and that's able to knock that thing out, so that's cool. Not sure what his next play is going to be, because everything kind of just dies. I don't know if Sableye lives a hit. He just forfeits, yeah, because Zard was going to win that match. So we finally get a Zard sweep against a bulkier team, so it appears this team's doing really well against bulkier variants, but we're going to get another match right here, of course. I'm probably going to get 5 or 6, that seems like a good amount, and hopefully it'll work out. So I finally pick up a win after 3 games, I think that was, so not the best performance so far, but maybe we can round it out at 3-2. So Ninetales could be a lead. Anything can really be a lead right here. Kartana can anti-lead the Tapu Fini. Coco's great against Scizor and Snorlax. Snorlax is a big threat, actually. I think I need to SD up and Z-move that. As I said, Heatran kind of walls our Kartana set, so we have to keep that in mind. I'm going to lead Landorus on the Heatran, and I'm just going to Earthquake. I don't even see an Earthquake switch in. Maybe Serperior? Serperior is actually a problem. I never thought I would say that, but Serperior actually kind of does work. He goes hard Kyurem, so I could have gone Rocks up, but Earthquake damage is nice too. We see it's Leftovers, so it could be sub-lefties. I'm gonna go Ninetales. I'm not expecting like an Iron Head or anything, probably an Ice Beam. He does go for the Ice Beam, and we are good to go. I'm going to go for the Aurora. This is the first time we're getting a Aurora up, I think, in the entire match. As he decides to go Scizor, so this is probably Defog if I had to guess. I could chance it right here and just go for Hypnosis. As we miss, it appears he's going to Defog. Actually, he just goes for U-turn, so that's great because we get to keep our Aurora at the very least, but it would have been great to keep the 2. So we can't Hypnosis this. We can't Freeze Dry it though, but he's gonna... Actually goes hard Snorlax, so... This is something I'm gonna Hypnosis. He's trying to waste the Aurora Veil turns, so... We unfortunately miss, and sucks. I'm gonna go Kartana now. Hopefully he doesn't have Fire Punch. We're gonna SD up. as he does show the Fire Punch, and we're going to Bloom Doom now. He is at +2 defense, which sucks. This should still do a good amount, if not knock him out. It does just knock him out, so that's great. Now he's going to be forced to go out into something to revenge kill me. Probably his Superior. I don't know if Superior... This has to have HP Fire. Leaf Storm won't kill. I have to go for Smart Strike. He does have the HP Fire. And right here, Zard's a good play. Zard can actually win. I don't think we got damage off on Finny, though. We did not, so we have to keep that in mind. I'm just going to go Zard, and I'm just going to throw off a Flare Blitz. Or actually, yeah, I'm just going to throw off a Flare Blitz. He does go Finny, so this will take this like pretty well. But it's some damage that we need. We see that he gets leftovers recovery back. I'm going to go Coco now on a Moonblast, and this is a free Volt Switch. I can go Gran right here and go right for the Surf. And hopefully get Astro Ninja. That would be ideal if he just stays in. This is fine too because he's giving me damage for Zard late game. And I'm just going to go Landorus right now on a Moonblast, and I think I'm going to throw up Rocks. Do I want to Earthquake first? I think Rocks is a much better play, as he just surfs and does quite a bit. I can spam Rocks, or I can just get off a ton of Earthquake damage. So if I Earthquake right here, we get off damage, he's going to defog, and then I get up Rocks right now. And that looks good to me. We're going to start timer. But so no matter what, we're getting Rocks, and every time he defogs, we just get extra damage off. So yeah, he surfs, but now we get to keep Rocks up. And Finny is weakened. So Volt Switch is my play right here, I think. Every time. And this time, I think I actually want to go Zard. Just because Zard clicks Earthquake, which the Tapu Fini doesn't appreciate. Tapu Fini should get 2-hit KO'd from the range it's at by Earthquake. I don't know, I think it went out at, what, 68? Something like that? 64. So after Rocks, it'll go down to 50, and then hopefully Earthquake can 2-hit KO from there. But Zard's the win condition, which is great, because I want it to win. We're obviously featuring it right now, and that would be cool. So we get the Earthquake off, and now let's see what he decides to bring out. If he goes Finny, I'm going to Dragon Dance twice, and then just try to win. So Dragon Dance first right here. Hopefully he defogs. He goes straight for the Moonblast and gets a crit. That's going to hurt. I want an Earthquake, and if it kills, then we win. But obviously it's not going to. That crit just hurt us so much, because we would have been able to 2-hit KO him and then win the match right there. Well, actually, we probably would have been in range of Bullet Punch, but it is what it is. I'll go... Coco is the new win con then. I'll go Coco now, and I'll just click Thunderbolt. Hopefully we live a hit from Scizor, from a Bullet Punch, I mean. That would be ideal. So then we can knock that thing out too. If it's Scarf Superior, then I think it just wins right now. I would have kept Charizard. Scizor is quite a threat. I mean, yeah, I could have DD'd twice and won there, but yeah. I'm not sure what he's going to spawn. I'm just going to ignore. We saw lefties earlier, so this does to Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, we knocked that thing out. Scizor comes out. Thunderbolt is the play right here. We need to live this Bullet Punch pretty badly. We do. He actually SDs up. I think that's a misplay, because he doesn't knock out Gran. And now he's in range of Ice Beam, which should be able to win. I think I'm going to Thunderbolt right here, as he does that. And we Ice Beam twice right here, and hopefully take the game? Or do I Dark Pulse? Dark Pulse is the better play. We live that. We got our Astro Ninja. And I need him to not be Scarf Superior, basically. So my play definitely is switch out. Because we come back in after and click Ice Beam. Goes for Leaf Storm and actually misses, so now I get to go for Freeze Dry, and we might live this now. That sucks for him, but he did crit my win cone, which would have just won right there with 2 Dragon Dances, so it is what it is, but it's just going to come down to whether he's Scarf, because I don't think Freeze Dry knocks him out from the range he's at right now. Definitely don't think so, and that's what it's going to come down to. So he definitely outspeeds this, and I could have actually Hypnosis right there, but hopefully it's not Scarf. Actually, he might be in range of Water Shuriken. That's something to keep in mind. Especially after Hail, he definitely is. Because it specs Ascaran. Greninja, OU choice specs against Superior. That's a bulky variant. Let's just say he has no HP investment. Water Shuriken definitely knocks him out. So he's going to forfeit the match right there, and we are going to take the win. So I think we're going to leave it off right there. We did get some good matches in. Zard did get to sweep once, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. I'll keep the team building videos coming. Later.